Hi everyone, Namaste. Welcome to today's practice. We'll be focusing during this Yin Yoga session on opening our hips on the physical level, and on the energetical level we'll be working on unblocking some emotional blockages you may have in your body related to emotions such as anger or fear. Before we start, we will be using some props today, ideally yoga blocks, but if you don't have any, it's completely fine. You can grab a pillow or a couple of thicker books, whatever can support you here today. So if you need to grab them, stop the video here, and if you're all prepared, we can kick off with the practice. So sit up tall, ideally your hips should be above your knees, you can support yourself and sit on something. Straight, long spine, roll your shoulders up and down, palms on your knees, hands facing upwards. When you're there, just gently close your eyes. And we will start the practice with centering a little bit. So just notice how you feel today. How is your mood? How is your body feeling? Are you calm? Are you in rush? Are you stressed? Are you in pain? Don't try to change it. Don't try to judge it. Just notice how do you feel like today. And then slowly start bringing awareness to your breath. Notice how the air enters through your nose. How you can feel how it's gently tickling your nostrils as you inhale. And as you exhale, we breathe through our nose only, mouth is closed. And then move your awareness from your nose to your chest. And just notice how your chest floats up and down with every single inhale and exhale you take. Now move your awareness down to your belly. Notice if the belly also moves up and down with inhale or exhale, or the belly stays still. Don't try to change anything now, just notice. You may see that your belly moves quite a lot and your chest is still, or other way around, that your chest moves and your belly is still. Maybe you notice the movement in both of those body parts. Now consciously bring your breath all the way down to your belly, so when you inhale, make your belly just open as a balloon. And as you exhale, deflate this balloon. Let your belly button come closer to your spine. Inhale, balloon. It's not a fit test. You can take it out as much as you can. And exhale, deflate this balloon. Belly towards your spine. One more like this. Inhale, balloon. And exhale, belly button to your spine. Repeat it a few more times in your own rhythm. Noticing how with this movement you bring the stream of air already down to your hips. So you're already helping your hips to relax here. For a moment, come back to your heart center. And if you usually set up an intention for your practice, this is a good moment. So it can be anything related to your emotional beliefs, maybe something you want to work on today, maybe you'd like to reconnect with yourself and find out why you're feeling a certain way lately, or maybe you just want to remove some of the blockages from your body. So you can set up an intention, directing your focus towards this very wish of yours. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes, blink a few times, and we're ready to go. If you're sitting on any support, such as like a block, you can remove it now, and we're going to start in the goddess pose. So bring yourself to the middle of the mat, connect the soles of your feet together, and just lay it down all the way. You decide whether your feet will be closer towards your body or a little bit further, more like a diamond shape. Up to you, find whatever feels comfortable here for you today. And if you feel a little bit of pressure in your hips and you feel that you would like to support your hips here, you can use a block or a pillow and just put blocks below your knees. I'm going to grab a pillow here, and you can support yourself here. The other version is that you can also support your back here. So if you want to make it a heart opener, apart from hips opener, you can also use something below your spine and just lay down to open your heart a little bit. Up to you. Find your first edge, wherever that edge is today. This place where you can stay still for a moment and just lay down there for a few minutes. Palms are facing upwards, hands open a little bit wider than your legs. And just let your body relax here. So relax your feet, relax your shin, relax your knees, let them just fall down, be pulled by the gravity. Relax your thighs, start relaxing your hips. Sometimes we have a lot of tension in our hips, so you may feel a little bit of tension there as if you were holding not to go to the bathroom. So just relax it there, like relax all your internal organs in your pelvis. Then relax your belly and your lower back. Relax your chest and your upper back. Relax your shoulders, your arms, elbows, and forearms. Relax your hands. Relax the back of your head and your neck. Relax your front and your face. And just stay still, feeling how your body is just surrendering to the gravity, and your knees are falling lower and lower. And this is a good moment to remind ourselves the principles of Yin Yoga. The first one, find your first edge. Find this place where you feel a little bit of tension and discomfort, but you don't feel pain. That's why you may want to support yourself first with the pillows or blocks, and then as your body opens, you can remove them. But find this first edge where you can stay for a few minutes. And then principle number 2, find stillness. So once you found this good posture, we're going to stay in this very shape for a few minutes in stillness. And principle number 3, give yourself time. So when you stay in those asanas, in those shapes, for extended periods of time, that's when the magic happens. That's when you're able to escape and exit the fight or flight mode and enter rest and digest mode, where you relax, regenerate, where your body feels safe and it's resting. When you're getting relaxed and get rid of all the tensions. But for that kind of time, so when you stay in those postures in stillness, you stop controlling your body and you enter the inwards, and that's where the magic happens. That's when you start working on yourself. Few more deep inhales and exhales here. You can bring your breath to your belly, just like we did at the beginning of this practice. One last deep inhale. And as you exhale, just help your knees with your hands to bring your knees together. If you have any support below your back, remove it now, and we're going to go into a happy baby pose. So again, find your first edge, lift your legs, catch your knees below, and this may be your first edge. You can also open your legs and catch your ankles, if that feels comfortable. Or if you're ready and you can go all the way, you can just catch the outer side of your feet and stay here. Now, if your hips are not super open just now and you cannot bring your knees all the way down to the floor, that's completely fine. We're opening our first edge here. Also, if catching your ankles is not enough, but then you cannot really reach to the outer side of your feet, you can catch the arc of your feet, you can catch the inner side of your feet, wherever your first edge is. Just find this point, and again, come to stillness. We're opening the hips passively. We're asking the gravity to do the job for us really. The gravity is pulling your knees towards the floor, and you're opening your hips this way. But this will happen only if you stop resisting. So with our lifestyles, with our everyday activities, we do carry a lot of tension in our bodies. And this tension just stays there when you're in a constant stress, when you're never really resting, because even when you're resting, you're still rushing. Let's say, okay, I'm gonna quickly go, I don't know, to the gym, and then go and do some stuff in the city, and then I come back and I'll relax 1 hour and I'll go to sleep. Then your relaxed time is also time. So very often we don't really rest. And that's why you carry all these tensions in your body. And that's what we're releasing right now. So just with your breath, direct this stream of air in any body part that feels that it requires a little bit of love right now. So whether it's your lower back, whether it's your hips, whether it's your shoulders that you're tensing also in this posture. Just imagine that with every exhale, visualize this body part, visualize your hips, and with an exhale, through the nose, you're releasing the tension. Again, another inhale, and with an exhale through the nose, you're releasing the tension from your shoulders. Another exhale, you're releasing the tension from your lower back. And continue like this, without pressing your knees any further towards the floor, to just release the tension from wherever you need to let go. And as you release the tension from your body, you're also releasing this emotional load. Keep breathing. And if there is anything around you, any sounds or smells that bother you, just bring your attention to the inward voice. Bring your attention back home, back to your breath. We're going to stay here for 1 more minute. So just keep breathing, keep relaxing. You may notice that you also relax, and then a second later, you become tense again. It's completely normal, so just all the time, try to relax a little bit more. Few more deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, gently release your legs, bring them all the way down to the floor, slow moves. You can wiggle your legs a little bit from side to side. If that feels good to you, when you're laying down. And then when you feel that any type of tension you found, it's relaxed, you can bring yourself up slowly, and we're gonna go for another posture. Next one is a baby cradle. So first, plant your bum firmly on the floor, sit up tall. Bring your left leg down. So ideally your knee is touching the floor, and then your left foot is touching, the heel is touching the center of your body, the foot is on the floor. Now, optional. Option number one, you can place your leg on the other leg, your foot. Option number two, you can support yourself here. Maybe you can place a pillow on your lower foot and just support your knee here to feel a little bit more comfortable. If this is your first edge, perfect. If you can go for a full baby cradle pose, which would be bring your leg a little bit higher, go for it. Now, you may be very stretched and you may be able to bring this foot straight away to your arm. If that's possible, awesome. If this is not happening, grab your foot in whatever way it's possible for you today. So your knee can go into your elbow, you can hug your foot as if it was a little baby, and then if possible you can just bring that foot a little bit closer to your body. Now this shape may look this way for you, maybe you're able to put your foot also on the other elbow and just stay there. Do whatever you can, but don't round your back here too much. So today, this is my first edge, I'm gonna stay here. And we won't stay here for too long, we'll just stay for a couple of minutes. So find your first edge, find this place where you can feel this hip opening, and stay. Keep breathing. Keep bringing awareness to whatever body part you feel are working for you right now. Now, you may feel that your shoulders are very engaged. If this is too much, again, you can always come back for a little bit more restorative posture where you support yourself. But if this is okay, we're just gonna stay here for 1 more minute, opening this hip, hugging your leg. And if your mind starts wandering, if your mind starts going like, oh God, what is this? This is too heavy, my arms hurt, my this hurt. Think if it's really a pain or is it discomfort? Because it may be just discomfort, and this way you're learning how do you deal with discomfort. Are you complaining? Are you getting angry at yourself? Are you getting sad? Maybe you're like, oh yeah, I used to be able to do it and now I'm not. Just notice the way you react on the mat is also the way you react to discomfort in a real life. 1 more deep inhale here. And as you exhale, gently release. And we're gonna do the other side. So now the right leg goes down. Again, if you need to support your knee here somehow, go for it. It may happen that both sides are a little bit different. And then again, find your edge, whether it's bringing your leg just here, whether it's supporting yourself, or whether you can bring this foot up. I'm finding my edge. It's different for both sides. And just stay. So yeah, the way you react to discomfort, it may be an escape strategy. You may be like, oh come on, I cannot do this, I need to stop right now, and you just stop doing it. It can be also resistance. You may be like, I'm not gonna do this, this is stupid. So you find some explanation for your actions. But it also may be that you stay, that you actually feel the pain, that you stay, because you decided to stay, so you will stay there. And again, all of them are possibilities, all of them are human. So just notice how you react, notice what your strategy is, and then from that point, you'll be able to change it. Because once we become conscious of our behavior, we are able to implement new patterns and new actions in our life. The first thing is to notice. So I'm going to leave you here for 1 more minute. Just breathing and feeling and noticing how you feel. If you want, you can go to your next edge and just stay there. Whenever your mind is wandering, bring it back to your breath. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release that leg. Again, if you feel that you need to windmill your legs a little bit, go for it. And now we're going to go for our next shape, which is cow face. So this time again, your left leg goes down, your right leg goes above your left leg. And then this shape may look differently for everyone. You may be just here or here already. You may also want to stack your right knee just above your left knee, and maybe both of your feet are laying firmly on the floor. It all depends how open your hips are. The important part is that both feet, whether your leg is just here or whether it is somewhere else, both feet are on their outer edge. This way we're stimulating meridians, the energy channels, on both legs, on both sides, and you are getting the full benefit of this practice. Sit up tall, and we're not gonna leave our hands doing nothing, because why should we? So your right leg is on top now. Stretch your right arm, put the left one above the right one, and then go for your eagle hands. So it can be that your hands are just touching each other. It can be that you can also interlace your hands all the way here. Whatever option is available for you today, whatever is your first edge, just find it and stay here. Important point, make your elbows go in the same line as your shoulders, so not too low, bring them up, and also try to bring your hands away from your forehead. So it's like a 90 degrees. I'm going to be sitting here in front of you. We're going to stay here for 5 minutes, or maybe a little bit less. And just feel any body part that's stretching and opening right now. Feel how the back part of your upper back, it's opening now. How, as you press your hands against each other, that you're creating space between your shoulder blades. You're relaxing your shoulders here also. You're working those muscles a little bit, but at the same time, when you release those hands, you're going to feel amazing. So you're creating space in your hip, you're creating space in your heart, and you're accessing those meridians. You're stimulating all your meridians, and you're working on removing the blockages from your body. So you may feel some body parts tingling right now. You may feel the electricity-like feeling, and this is completely fine. This is your energy channels working in your favor. We're going to stay here for 2 more minutes, so keep breathing. Keep bringing your awareness to your breath whenever your mind starts wandering. You are in control of your mind. The thoughts will be coming to you, but you can just watch them as if you're watching clouds passing on the sky. If you get any thought in your head, just think, oh yeah, I thought about this, and let it pass. Go back to your breath. And they will keep coming, one after another. But this is completely normal. Keep breathing. If you want to go to your next edge, maybe squeeze your hands a little bit more, or maybe bring your feet a little bit further. Go for it, and stay. Just 1 more minute here. Accept whatever is coming to you right now. Any thought that you're experiencing is not accidental. Whatever needs to come to the surface is going to come up to the surface now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release, open your arms, stretch, embrace this feeling, and then support yourself from behind and slowly undo your legs. Again, if you need to wiggle your legs a little bit, move them from side to side. Go for it. And we're gonna go for the other side. So now we're gonna bring our right leg down and left leg goes above. I'm gonna go from the side this time so you can see me a little bit better. Make sure that both parts of your bum are sitting on the mat. Now, left leg is on top, stretch the left hand, right one goes above, and interlace your hands. Again, if you feel like you need to adjust here a little bit more, go for it. Find your edge, take your time to find your edge. And once you found it, find stillness and stay. Notice how this side is different than the other side. Explore this posture and feel. Feel where you notice the sensations. You're reconnecting with your body. In our everyday life, we don't have time to think, oh yeah, it hurts me a little bit here, that hurts me a little bit there. But when I do this, I feel good. When I do this, I feel bad. We just fly through our lives very often. So now you're reconnecting with the body. You're creating this mind-body connection. And you're coming back to yourself. You are reconnecting with who you are and how you feel. What does it mean who I am? Do I know how I feel every day? Do I listen to my body? The body is giving you signs. The body, at certain point, if the body cannot stand your lifestyle or your psychological state anymore, your body is going to shut down. So you start feeling pain here or there. You start feeling headaches, back pains, neck pains, neck pains. Or you may also start experiencing disease. Maybe migraines, or maybe any other things. If we don't deal with our psychological issues, they will manifest in our bodies. Your body will be telling you to stop. That's why it's so important to reconnect with the body. To notice those intentions here and there, and to see what your body is trying to tell you. Is it trying to tell you that you're doing too much? Or maybe your body will be telling you that you're all great, that you're completely fine and healthy. It doesn't need to be a wrong message. Your body can show you, hey, you're happy. Look at this happy feeling in your stomach. Look at this happy feeling in your head. The body can tell you that you are actually happy. We're going to stay here one more minute. If you want to go for your next edge, squeeze those arms a little bit more or move those legs somehow. Go for it. And again, connect with yourself. Breathe. And then if you feel any emotions coming up, if you feel like crying, go for it. And if you feel very happy, great. Just embrace this feeling of happiness. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently undo your hands, open your arms, back, under your legs, and again, windmill from side to side. And then we're going to go for a lizard pose. So, bring yourself onto all fours. And bring your right foot by your right hand. From here, lift your toes a little bit up, tap your back toes, and stay. We're going to stay in this little active posture for a couple of minutes, and then we'll bring it down. But the first edge is your right knee is touching your right shoulder, the shin is touching your elbow, and your pinky from your hand is touching the arch of your foot. And we are just opening the hip here a little bit. There's a 90 degrees angle on my knee. We're going to take here one more breath. And as you exhale, place that back knee down. You can look in front of you, or you can look all the way down, whatever feels better. And just stay. Keep breathing. Keep opening. I'm just having a look at the time to see how we're doing. I don't want to keep you on one side way longer than the other side, so I'm just looking at time all the time. Feel how your pelvis is going closer and closer towards the floor. Take one more deep inhale here, and as you exhale, bring your left hand a little bit further outside from the mat, and your right hand is pressing against the right knee, above the right knee, not the knee directly. And then the foot goes to the outer edge and open up. I'm going to move here so you can see what I'm doing. So the position is this. We're bringing the hips a little bit lower, foot on the outer edge, this hand a little bit further, and you're pressing to open. If that feels good, you can look up. We're going to stay here for 1 minute. Trying to bring passively your hips towards the floor, lower and lower with every exhale. Again, the gravity is doing all the job. You shouldn't do it actively too much. Just surrender to the gravity. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and slowly come back to your mat. Do any move that your body is asking you to do, maybe moving a bit back and forth. And when you're ready, we're going to go for the other side. So again, all fours, left foot goes by your left hand. Now you can see it well. We have the same line between the hand and the leg here. And then just tap your toes and bring that back leg up. You can look down, or you can look in front of you. I would recommend looking down low, so you don't tense your neck too much. 1 minute, opening that hip. I know it may be a little bit heavy for some people for their arms, but stay here. You're also by this little young, active element of the practice. You're strengthening a little bit your shoulders, and you won't stay here for too long. You just need to support the weight of your body, nothing else. So just stay. And 5, one, gently let that foot lay down, place the knee on the floor, and again, feel how you're stretching your hips. And breathe through those hips. I told you this is going to be a deep practice. We're working on those meridians on both sides of your legs, also on the inner and outer side of your hips. Going all the way to your fingertips right now, also stimulating your chest a little bit. We're working on those energy channels all the way to let the energy flow and remove any blockages or help you to release those blockages that you may have there. Keep breathing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go for the last version. So the hand goes outside of the mat. Open that hip. Help yourself with your hand. Look up or look in front of you. And we're going to stay here 1 more minute. Again, we're trying to bring those hips a little bit lower. I'm going to leave you alone here for a second to just explore this posture. The foot is on the outer edge and you're trying to bring that knee as low to the floor as possible. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, very slowly and gently. Come back to all fours. Do any moves that you feel you want to do right now. Gentle moves. Come back onto all fours. And we're going to go for a puppy pose or thread the needle in the other practice. So stretch your arms in front of you. We're going to add a little element here if you want to. So you can just go all the way down here to a puppy pose if you want and stay all the way here. Or you can needle thread. So from your all fours, hips stuck above your knees, you just thread the needle and stretch your upper arm, your right arm, all the way. I hope you can still hear me, guys, with the microphone here. So you can stretch your hand all the way, or you can just interlace your hand around your waist and try to catch your left thigh. Again, we worked on those legs. We're still stimulating the legs because notice that even the tops of your feet are on the floor now. So you're applying a gentle pressure on your legs, but at the same time right now our head is below the hips. We're letting the blood to come down towards your brain. We're stimulating the meridians on the side of our arms and our chest. On the energetical level and on the physical level, you're letting the blood flow towards your head. You're bringing fresh oxygen to your brain, and fresh oxygen on the spiritual level will be fresh ideas, new emotions, new relationships, new energy. Few more deep inhales and exhales here. And 2, 1. Now gently bring your right hand by your face, lift yourself back up, and we're going to go for the other side. You don't need to turn, I'm just turning so you can see me. Again, all fours. This time your right hand goes up and needle thread this hand, and from here again, you can choose whether you stretch your left arm all the way or you interlace your leg, interlace your waist and catch your leg. Both of those shapes will be the same in intensity, so it's not like one is better than the other. Just do what your body is asking you to do today. Ideally the same as you did on the other side, but me, for the sake of showing you, I'll just go for a different version here. Keep breathing. Again, notice how this side is different than the other side. We're also doing a little twist here. Every time you twist, you massage your internal organs. So again, apart from stimulating meridians, you are regenerating your body. You're stimulating your organs, so again, they get a little bit more of flesh blood coming to them when you untwist. So you're becoming younger and healthier. One more minute here. If you want to go to your next edge, maybe twist a bit more, go for it. And every time your mind starts wandering, just come back to your breath. Come back home. And embrace any sensation you have, whether it's tingling, ants, or any other sign of the energy flowing in your body. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, left hand goes by your face, you lift yourself up, and we're gonna go for a child's pose. So, just you can bring yourself all the way down to a regular child's pose. You can make it wide-legged child's pose if you want to keep stretching those hips. So just sit wide, sit on your heels. If your bum is not touching your heels, you can support yourself with a block or a pillow here, and then you can stretch your arms all the way. Up to you which version you would like to go for. We're going to stay here for a couple of minutes. So again, choose the version that feels good for you right now. And whenever we forward bend, your neurological system is getting a message that it is a time to relax, that it is time to reset, and to go into resting mode. This is when your brain knows that it is safe and that you're good. So again, release anything you still need to release here. If you want to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth, go for it. Anytime you exhale, you get rid of anything you don't want in your life anymore. That energy you don't want in your life anymore. You living someone else's life. You not being connected with yourself. You not feeling and not seeing the signs that your body is giving you. Just exhale all this fog, all this smoke that's covering your clear thinking, that's covering and preventing you from seeing. You can even visualize it, like inhale and think of the clean air that you're putting into your lungs and your belly. And as you exhale, imagine that you're exhaling a smoke, dark, dense smoke. So then inhale this clean air and exhale all this smoke. And do it as long as you feel that the air that you're exhaling is pure and clean. I'm going to leave you here for a moment more in this child's pose. Just breathing. Exhaling this smoke from your soul. Take one more deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And gently lift yourself back up. And we're going to set up for a final Savasana. If you want to grab a blanket to cover yourself or put your socks on, go for it. And if not, just lay all the way down on the mat. Feet a little bit wider than the mat. Let your feet fall on both sides. Hands wider than the feet. Palms facing upwards. Close your eyes. And we're going to go for final relaxation. I will do just a couple of minutes here, but if you want to stay longer, you can just pause the video now and stay as much as you feel like. Or you can just follow the guidance of my voice and relax all the back of your body. Once again, feel all the points of contact between your body and the mat. Under your heels, under your legs, under your bum, under your lower back or upper back, under all the length of your hands, under your shoulder blades, under the back of your head. Feel the mat below you. And now feel the lightness of the top of your body. Feel how the air is gently going around all the top of your body. Maybe you can feel those little movements of the air. A slight wind, stream of air going through the window, or just the air floating. Feel the air on your feet, and if you're covered by a blanket, just imagine how all your body is touching the blanket, so it can be or your blanket or the air. Feel the top of your shin, your knees, your thighs, the top of your belly, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, the top of your throat, and all your face. Now feel how all your body is relaxing, so how your body is becoming heavier and heavier, and the back of your body is melting into the mat, and the front of your body is just becoming one with the air or with the blanket. Bring your awareness to your breath and focus on this stream of air coming into your body through your nostrils until all you become is your breath. When you're ready, bring your knees to your chest. Stretch your arms, inhale. And as you exhale, roll yourself on your favorite side. And in your own time, press yourself against the mat, come back with your eyes closed to the sitting posture, meditation posture. Bring your hands to your heart in a prayer pose. And give yourself a few moments here. Notice your heartbeat below your thumbs. Again, connecting with the body. Think again of your intention for today. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank yourself for spending this 1 hour working on yourself. Thank yourself for giving yourself this time of peace. Namaste.